let's rock and roll. Alright, so the last time I picked this game up, there were a couple of things I wasn't sure of, so I looked into it and actually learned quite a few things about this game, and I think I'll be able to speed this game up quite a bit now, especially after it does some research. Alright, for starters, last time, because I find General Tao so much, I was like, wait a second. Ah, does it give the intro? Hang on a sec. Alright, take two. I forgot, for some reason it doesn't start on 0, it starts on 1. God damn it. Finally! Had to restart my Wii just to be able to get that playing.
Goku and the Z-Fighters have finally arrived on Namek in hopes of using the Dragon Balls to revive their friends. But unknown to them, the tyrant Frieza had also come to the planet. Enraged by Frieza's many horrible crimes, the murder of Bardock, the destruction of planet Vegeta, and the senseless slaughter of his beloved friend Krillin.
Well, specifically that one.
Goku's hidden potential has at last awakened.
Okay, so after I had to go through all those hoops just to be able to get that intro slide to play, welcome back to BD2, I suppose. But first, I'm going to start off with something a little special. As apologies to having to fight General Tao 3 times to get the fucking Dragon Balls, I figured I'd go straight to Namek and go ahead and do this. Oh, apparently Vegeta won. He has all the Dragon Balls and is about to get his wish. And by that, I mean my wish. By Vegeta, I mean me. I'm thinking about doing an entire video series just dedicated to showing off the all the video games. But I think that'd be a little too much trouble for its worth.
Tell me your wishes. I shall grant any.
Alright, there's one specifically in here I want. That is not in here. Oops. Whoa, here's what I want. It is not here. Oops. Alright. That's good. What is this? Ultimate God Water. Yeah, it just levels up items. If you could appeal. Alright, that's if you taunt your opponent, you will do stuff. Stuff will happen. Master Trump card. That's okay, I suppose.
A simple matter.
Oh, apparently, I also figured out how to taunt finally. You press up on the control stick and up on the C stick at the same time. So that's lame. No title Tenkaichis, huh? Damn. Unfortunately, I'm going to get a lot of those if I'm going to get a character with obscene stats. Anyway, so like I was explaining before I had to restart my Wii, I've learned quite a few things about this game. For starters, I'm going to be greatly editing out things if they don't go according to plan. Oh, and second of all, I'm going to every character that's going to be played, I'm going to, if I don't have them doing one thing in particular, I'm going to be equipping them with attack plus 19s. Maybe blast 2 plus 19s, but mostly attack, just so I can burn through as quickly as possible.
But they were not the only ones who had learned of the Namekian Dragon Ball's existence.
Vegeta, it's finally time for us to settle our rivalry.
Rivalry? Here, let me show you something.
What? How fast you can run away?
Oh, burn.
I've learned to suppress my power level!
You know, it's a lot more impressive when it says that in the anime. Here, it's just kind of like, I can hide my power level. So, alright. Here's my build for Virginia. It's weird how this one has more blast or more slots available to him from the start instead of like second form Vegeta and regular Vegeta, who has only 3 available to start. It's a little odd, but I guess it's because this is like Vegeta's max potential with this form. That's my guess anyway. Anyway, so this form of Vegeta, well, actually, this first time Vegeta's actually, Sky Vegeta's actually playable. He's pretty good. He doesn't have the best offensive strats in the world. He's got Saiyan Soul, which again is good for setting up some pretty good sets, like how he can my brain is like not functioning right now. All right. So it does give you a hit on hyper armor, it gives you some attack buffs, but honestly I think with this form of Vegeta you'll probably be sticking mostly to spamming Gallic Gun and using melee attacks. That's pretty much his go-to options, and of course he does have access to Explosive Wave as like a really good means of defense. How the hell am I already at that many blast gauges used? Shoot your ass. I'm also hoping this is going to be the last time ever I'm going to be fighting Kui.
The Saiyans are a true warrior race. Don't underestimate us.
But luckily they changed that super in Tenkaichi 3 where he gets through halfway up that line of dialogue where he says that Saiyans are a true warrior race. Don't underestimate us. Like midway through that last sentence, then he'll do the rush instead of just waiting to say it every time he wants to fire it out. Which does get a little annoying if you're impatient like me. And if you're loving the rushdown move, it's getting kind of old.
Vegeta had also journeyed to planet Namek in search of the Dragon Balls. The Saiyan Prince sought nothing less than immortality in order to challenge the tyrant Frieza for supremacy.
Well, I explained why I went to Earth.
I'll destroy him and become the new ruler of the universe.
In the midst of all this, Gohan and the others sprang into action. And
Because
thus,
Gohan got a
the
little
new
pissed
race
off.
For the 7 magic Dragon Balls had begun.
Well, the reason the Z-Fighters went to Namek was so they could revive their fallen friends, so they can get Piccolo back, so they can get their set of Dragon Balls back. Of course, it was like a huge exposition because no one on Earth had ever been to Namek, so they were like, yeah, it's gonna be ballsy, but let's do this. Actually, there were some pretty cool things that were on. What is this? This is gonna be either Dende or Cyberman. I'm ignoring it. Alright, I'm under the impression Dende only has either Cyberman or Kui to fight you, so I'm gonna ignore him. It's basically the same as from when Bardock was here, same layout. Alright, got the M shop. Down here. Don't worry, you're not missing anything. More Cybermen. How about that, Jin, huh? So, don't worry about it. I'm going to be burning through the Namek Saga pretty quickly. I'm going to be only tackling the story fights. Let's see, my train of thought was going somewhere. I just don't remember what. Oh, yeah, the filler that was... Well, I don't know if it was filler when they're on their way in Namek. It was some cool stuff. I just don't remember a lot of it because it was kind of strange. Oh, damn. Who are these guys?
Who are you?
I don't know.
Leave him alone, you bully!
Seems legit. Hey, Dende's got a model in this game. That's pretty cool.
Come on! We gotta get out of here!
Dodoria, after them.
Okay, sure. Just go after the kids, why don't you? Oh, yeah. Alright, so I learned something recently. Actually, I'm going to do this how I did last time. When I was doing a practice playthrough. Whenever you get a prompt like this, how it's got question marks on it, I don't know if you have to lose or win, but if you win, you get access to the what if sagas in this game. So there's 3 of them. The first one was Raditz, which is at the start of the game, and you follow him to 28. I don't think there's a reward for that, mostly because it's been forever and a half since I actually beat this game all the way through. But you do unlock the what if saga Destined Rivals if you beat that fight. And luckily, it's not always a level 228. On lower difficulties, it's like a level 100. So, not a big of a deal. I'm not like I have to go through. Holy crap! He just sidestepped all the way through my goddamn blast. And that's like 23,000 points of damage for one rush. Yeah, my strategy for this: just spam Gohan. Just soak all up. I think so. Anyway. Also, I do have a bit of advice if you're going to be spamming blast 2 moves in people's faces. The best time to fire off is generally when they're coming towards you, or when you whip, or when they whip an attack like that. If they're coming toward you and they start charging a melee move, fire it off because there's no way in hell they're able to dodge out of it. Like I know this game's crazy with Z countering, especially if I'm in BG3, but generally that's a good way to make sure you're gonna hit something. Of course, I'm spamming this move because, well, it's 2 energy bars, and Dodoria's a little ridiculous to fight on level 228, especially with Gohan. If it was anyone else, like maybe Krillin, well, I do have Krillin standing by, I'm not gonna bother. And that's an equally good option. But really, because there is Gohan, and I got wrecked by some giant characters recently, I'm going to stick with this. You do something? Also, one other piece of advice: try not to team struggle with these guys, because you're probably not gonna win. They have items that allow them to gain huge advantage of clashes. These are pretty much the game's equivalent to Repetars. Scared to do something. Alright, what we do is, I don't think there's a huge. No, there is no knockback. Cool. BD3, whenever you got close to someone right when they got the max power mode, they have a pushback. Here, that's not present if you do a rush move, I don't think. That's pretty sick. Ooh. Oh, if that hit me, I'd be worried. Unfortunately, no. That went pretty smoothly. Hey, level up's cool. Considering I still need to give Gohan a few more levels anyway, especially in kid form. Oh man, Denny's eyes are about to fall off his head. Secretly makes his way to the scene. Yeah. So I think I explained at the start, but this is basically gonna be like a giant war over getting the Dragon Balls, and it's kind of just a winner-take-all scenario. Frieza wants them for immortality, Vegeta wants them for mortality. You know, I should really have a talk with someone called Garlic Jr. He got his wish for mortality, but it didn't work so well for him. And I could look into a black hole called the Dead Zone. Worst reception ever, I hear. Alright, that's a terrible joke, I know, but bear with me. Ooh.
Don't tell me you're afraid. I thought you'd be eager to face me.
And not only that, Vegeta learned a shitload of things when he was on Earth. Like, yeah, he said earlier he could suppress his power level, which is actually very good for him running stealth and just flying around underneath everyone's noses to get Dragon Balls. But he also learned to sense people's energy without using a scouter, which puts them at a huge edge over everyone else on Namek. Except the people who came here. Yeah, do it, Blaster 19. Sweet. So now that the playing field is a little more leveled, since I'm using Vegeta, Dodoria is not really going to be that much of a problem, except for his fucking rush move, which is unblockable. Dragon Ball, it's just a common thing across the board. Beware of characters that have rush moves, especially on this difficulty. Ah, shit, I got through. Through. I just said I got through. There's something else I want to cover. What was it? Oh man. Also, I'm gonna let him hit me for something. Boom. Explosive wave. Not only is it hella pretty in this game, but it is also a free get off move. So if you ever have a character who has explosive wave, that's gonna be one of the mainstays of your defense. It only costs 1 blast gauge too. So if you have blast 1 plus 19, you pretty much get 3 combo breakers on your opponent. And I think there's a way to combo off an explosive wave. I could be wrong about that, but I remember managing to get like a small combo off of using explosive wave and going to like a specially placed melee or rush attack. I don't know which, but I do know it's possible. Red lightning. Hang on a sec. There's a way to follow it. Nah, I missed it though. He hit a wall. If he didn't hit that wall, I probably wouldn't be able to get a good combo off of that. Sadly, no dice. Alright, hang on a sec. Can I transform to Great Ape? Yes, I can. Why not? Since I like being kind of a dick right now. Holy shit, 14,000. Wait, do I? No, I don't want surrender. Why do I want surrender now? I can barely read him, but I think that's the mouth beam barrage.
Yikes.
Haha. See how you like getting fucking stunned.
Yikes.
Oh, it's just so satisfying. Giant characters really are the most overpowered goddamn thing in this game. So if you get one, be sure to use it. Yeah, well, if you want to anyway. If you don't have any attack plus on, you're gonna be sitting there for a while just like doing dumbass combos. Luckily, it's Great Ape Vegetas are a little more articulated because he's got his intelligence going for him. He raised the village to be a dick. And also the Nabbit Dragon Ball and hide from Balls, because really steal one Dragon Ball and you're really screwed, especially if you hide it pretty well. Fortunately, Gohan has a Dragon Radar, but that won't come into play for a while. It will lead to one creepy as shit scene between Vegeta and Gohan with him saying, "It's a pocket watch." No, it's not. Man, that was creepy. I need an adult. I am an adult. Meanwhile, a man with leg stockings appears.
I've been waiting for you,
Zarbon.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. I'm not gonna feel bad about it.
Vegeta.
Especially that weird ass necklace thing. What is it with Zarbon's design? Oh my god. There's flamboyant, and then there's being very creepy flamboyant. He's like that one trainee you'd see at a bar you just want to stay away from. Not that I haven't experienced that, by the way. Alright, so Zarbon's kind of dirt easy. He's got a rush move, so I gotta be careful of that. Oh, luckily, I don't get this, but remember back in BG3 how Vegeta's Galgun cost like 4 energy bars, dick, to use? Here it only costs 2. Granted, it is chargeable, but that kind of makes it better. I mean, 4 bars for an instant charge move as to 2 bars and only taking like a slight second to charge. I'd take that. Ow. Nope. Explosive Wave is so good. Well, then again, Explosive Wave is always broken as hell, so no worries. Bingo. Oh, shit. That was weird. He was just sliding in with no animation. Okay, so apparently he's got some super armor on him. And Bob is getting his inputs messed up, but that's okay. Let's get back up a little bit. Damn, he's being persistent. Which is good because I like a good challenge, especially against this guy. Got a gun. Damn, missed it. That didn't go according to plan. And why the hell did I use that there? Doesn't look like it consumes blast 1 gauges as soon as you use it though. It's pretty good because if you get hit out of it, there's always a chance you'll lose your blast gauges and give me a chance. Much like give me energy with Goku. Come on. Alright, this will do it. He didn't transform, surprisingly enough. Huh. I'll have to blow my load all over your insides. Yes, this is pretty much the arc where I just keep quoting Dragon Ball Z abridged quotes non-stop. I wouldn't say it's necessarily a bad thing though.